World War II Army veteran. Born in Germany, he and his family fled to the United States when he was 12 and settled in Newark, New Jersey, actually a place where I grew up. He was drafted after graduating high school and was stationed in France. Because he spoke fluent German, he was reclassified as a translator. And meanwhile, while Henry was working as a translator, the Nazi army was relentless in pillaging the finest art in Europe. In 1943, President Franklin Roosevelt and General Dwight Eisenhower created the Monuments, Fine Arts, and Archives program to halt all thefts of all these precious arts and archives. More than 350 military and civilian men and women from 13 nations filled the ranks of the program, and they became known as the Monuments Men. Their mission was to protect, rescue, and retrieve stolen masterpieces and save the historical churches and monuments. At great personal peril, they crisscrossed war-torn Europe and tracked, located, and returned millions of stolen fine art and cultural items. One of those monument men who sits with us today is Harry Ettlinger, and we are honored to have him with us today. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Harry Ettlinger.
You told me that I should open my mouth and say something. And obviously, I do not speak the kind of American that you speak. I speak it with a German accent, because that's where I was born. But as far as I'm concerned, too bad the way I sound. So long as I'm able to come along and provide you with the kind of thinking that went on when we fought Adolf Hitler and his evil coup. Because unlike in the past, when countries came along and conquered other people and other cultures and took their spoils with them, this country and its allies adopted a different policy. Find it and return it to their rightful owner. First time in the history of civilization, and regrettably the only time. And we, the Monuments, Fine Arts and Archives section of the United States Army, were given the task to implement that particular policy. And they are in spirit still with us. I happen to be the youngest one of the particular group. When I got pulled out of combat in the Battle of the Bulge, later on I found that out of the 8 guys that I trained with to be an infantryman, 3 of them were killed in action. And today on Memorial Day, I would like to at least mention one of these men, Frank Ippolito, the smallest guy in my squad. And regrettably, the first one who was killed in action. The first one who gave his life to make sure that we have the kind of freedoms that do not exist in other countries. That we have a kind of life that is not possible in other countries. And we here today, you are privy to that. Maybe you're a subject over here to me talking over here and don't want to come along. So if you don't, walk out of the hall. But I would like you to stay here, because what we did during that particular period, as I said, was unique and something that every American should be proud of. We returned stolen works of art. And I ended up, unbeknownst to me, in the beginning, volunteering to the captain who was in charge of that particular group. Unbeknownst to me, they had me, turned me from an infantryman to an interpreter, and had me, unbeknownst to me, geared to become an interpreter at the Nuremberg trials. Well, I never made it. I heard about that somebody could use my service in Munich. And so they did. So they assigned me to 2 salt mines in Germany, with that 40,000 cases of art that belonged to German art-related institution. And for the next 10 months, I saw to it, in conjunction with help from the miners and orders from my lieutenant, because I was a buck private, stayed that way over here for 18 months in the United States Army, until they finally said, okay, you can put sergeant's stripes on. And we ended up taking found 900 cases that contained art. Never forget the last one. I loaded art in railroad truck, railroad, whatever. You know, I got news for you over here. I'm at that particular age where this thing isn't working 100%. It's getting to be an F, you know, on it over here. But while it does over here, I figured I'd talk. And we ended up 900 cases of art. We returned it to mostly to France, including the stained glass window from the Cathedral of Strasbourg. And after I finished my 15 months, I ended up being discharged. And as you heard over here, I've got married, got 3 kids, got 4 grandchildren, and came here. I would like to point out over here the story that I heard at the last minute, that on one of the last days that I was in Germany, with the knowledge that in the mine we found fireworks to celebrate Adolf Hitler's victory, which never happened, I saw to it that we had fireworks on the 4th of July, 1946, in Heilbronn, Germany. And have that thing brought someplace else. I put it to good use. And with that, I want to thank you very much for listening to me.